I hate to say this, but I would wear Charon's veil to a funeral. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your favorite gentleman somewhere down there. Listen, y'all, we gotta have a discussion. I'm still in the phase of dating these fragrances, and I kind of been on a real tangent with the House of Argos. So we're gonna just continue in this vein, all right? Tonight's fragrance, as you heard in the intro, Charon's veil. All right, let's pop this open real quick. Alexander, I'm probably gonna Lido Chinko, right? I'm gonna assume that the V is silent, all right? Was a Ukrainian-born Russian painter. Hey, shout out to the House of Argos, to you, Tristan Petrovich, man, on these painters, man, of old. One of his most awarding artworks was a rendering of Charon, transporting souls of the dead across the Styx. In the shadowy waters of Greek mythology, Charon, the river Styx or Styx, all right, solemn ferryman, embodies the eternal passage from life to the afterlife. His darkened vessel glides silently, accepting the final abode, a veil in the truest sense, from souls submitting to their inevitable descent into the realm of Hades. Okay, now listen. Charon's veil captures the essence of Charon's solemn duty. It opens with a haunting allure of rose, symbolizing life's transient beauty. The scent delves into a mystical heart with the timeless essence of patchouli, sandalwood, oud, atlas cedar, base notes of cistus, labdanum, saffron, and then it also has what else in here? That is it. That is it. Okay. I don't want to really read more of the rest. As y'all can see the artwork. This is dope. This is dope. Let that focus in. Now, for some strange reason, I think we are all infatuated with death, right? The inevitable end, right? No matter what walk of life you are on, we are up for this experience at some point. Now, it's something that you don't want to think about, man, because you're so used to living, right? That you don't want to talk about the D word, right? But I'm gonna have to give this Dapper Douglas some food, man. Right? And see, for me, I was always curious about the death angel from reading scripture, right? Or just the Grim Reaper. I remember having a dog tag with the Grim Reaper on it, man, and I was spooked out. I don't know why. I think because I used to listen to a lot of 3 6 Mafia growing up. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, as a believer in Christ. Yes, 3 6 Mafia was like one of my favorite groups. And it went over my head so much, man, because I was so infatuated with the beats and everything. You know, DJ Paul and Juicy J, Lord Infamous, Project Pat, you know, I didn't know that him and his brother Juicy J are preacher kids. Crazy, right? How life happens though. But not to just go on a tangent, man, just real quick, and we'll get into this fragrance, man. I'm gonna just get this out of here so we can smell it. I just remember watching A Christmas Carol back in the day, and I didn't like the whole old school Ebenezer Scrooge, but I always honed in on the part where the ghost of Christmas past would come and show Scrooge everything that, you know, he did in his life. And the decision, hey, it's over with for you at this point. And that kind of freaked me out. So I didn't like watching it until the Flintstones did their rendition of it. You know what I'm saying? So I've just been infatuated with this character, man, especially from the Bible, where it tells you about, you know, the angel of death and it be transported. So it's just crazy that there's a fragrance dedicated to this one. I did say I'm gonna spray this once real quick because I got a neighbor next door that I want to give this to, not for any particular reason. He is a fan of Slipknot, right, the rock group. So yeah, shout out to you, Rocky. Hey, this is on the house, man. I'm giving this to you, bro. But let me spray this real quick, y'all. Man, so I'm gonna say this real quick, man, and I think I'm okay in saying this, and I think a lot of you would agree. Rose and oud combination, man, you can't mess this up. But I would say that one of the best houses to use the note of rose is Argos. Hands down. It's such a real and true rose. It just feels like you're right in, like I have a rose garden at my house. So I can't wait for like springtime and summertime to come when everything just blossoms, right? So that rose petal, that rose note is hitting, right? Followed with the patchouli, of course, the sandalwood is there, the oud. So I'm gonna say the cedar, the oud, and the rose stick out, mainly on this one. It's definitely powdery. It smells definitely Middle Eastern, but it has a super duper strong backbone, man, with the cedar and the saffron. That labdanum definitely kicks in as well, too. This is, I said at the beginning, you rock this to a funeral for real, but it's always in a church setting. So you definitely wear this to church. You can wear this to a funeral, man. We all gotta go at some point, and I hate to make this sensitive in that aspect, because many of you that may be watching this, you probably lost a loved one at some point in your life. So, but if you're gonna pay your respects, you don't want to go up there musty. And that's why I would say Charon's veil would be probably up your alley, right? My fingers, I ain't gonna edit that out. Yeah, I'm a little, am I uncomfortable talking about this? I probably am a little bit, I ain't gonna front. But Charon's veil, is this full bottle worthy? For me, absolutely yes, and it definitely is. It smells good. I don't want to spray this on though, man, because it brings me to another scent. And I say this right here is going to be a 7 out of 10 fragrance, right? This is definitely Dapper Douglas approved. I don't see many of you probably, picking this up. Maybe not. This is approved. It's different. All right. Pick this up. You all right? Definitely Dapper Douglas approved. Now today, I wore Triumph of Bacchus. Now, in my personal opinion, and I have it right here, I said I wasn't going to talk about Triumph of Bacchus for the reason I did a video on it beforehand. Who's the painter of this? Oh, Triunfo di Bacco? Probably an ancient painter. Shout out to you, Tristan, man. Hey, the artwork on here is fabulous, y'all. I might do something as far as my thumbnail on this. But shout out to Triumph of Bacchus, man. I rocked this today. Saffron, white peach, green apple, rum notes, patchouli, jasmine, tonka bean, vetiver, tobacco, amber, sandalwood, vanilla musk. This right here, to give you guys, okay, I'm gonna say this. And I thought about this earlier because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk about Triumph of Bacchus. Triumph of Bacchus to me is the fraternal brother of Parfums de Marly's Lightness. Yeah, it is. It's not inspired. It just has some similarities, but not all the way. I mean, not 50%, not 40, maybe 20%, especially like on a dry down. That green apple, that white peach. Listen, this is a banger, right? This is super duper popular in the fragrance lineup for Argos. It's Argos as far as Triumph of Bacchus is concerned. You get this in your collection. This is a 10 out of 10 fragrance. I don't really give a lot of fragrances 10 out of 10. This is 10 out of 10. I gotta come back and do Danae. That's another 10 out of 10 fragrance. So I definitely would knock this one out. This is something that I definitely would pick up. Do I want to, I got it on already, so I'm gonna spray this, y'all. Let me spray this. Like I said, it's the fraternal brother. Like I have twins, right? They're fraternal, right? They like Kid and Play, Mike and Ike, Bert and Ernie in a sense, man. You should see some B-roll going off up in here, man. That's what that reminds me of, man. Similar, but man, so visibly different, all right? On to the next one. All right, y'all. I couldn't wait to do this next one, all right? This right here is Neptune's Trident, right? Now, initially, when I heard of this release, when I heard of Neptune's Trident, man, listen, I'm such a 90s kid, man. I thought of Ariel's dad. I'm not gonna front. And I thought of Aquaman as well, too. And I was like, yo, we're doing an aquatic fragrance from the House of Argos, and I was so geek, and I wanted to get my nose on it as well, too. Seen a lot of fragrance influencers out there, man. The hype was real. or I think it's real. Let's give this a blast real quick, all right? And before we do, the artistry on this, man. Y'all see that? Do I need to zoom in a little bit more? This is so dope, man. So it says that Johann Michael Oratmeyer, an Australia Baroque master, immortalized the power of Neptune in his fresco. Neptune calms the sea, capturing the awe-inspiring might and serene grace of the Roman god of the sea, commanding the ocean's tumultuous waves into tranquil submission. All right. So Neptune epitomizes the sea's raw, untamed power and serene, calming depths. His trident and symbol of his dominion strikes the water, calming storms and stirring the depths. Neptune's trident captures this duality of fierce strength and tranquil beauty, channeling the essence of the ocean's god into an exquisite fragrance. All right. So Neptune's trident opens up with the burst of mandarin orange, petitgrain, cardamom, all right? And then it says, encapsulating the invigorating essence of the ocean spray, the heart unveils a soothing blend of green tea, black tea, orange blossom, jasmine, invoking the tranquility of a seaside garden, right? I looked up for a reason because I'm thinking of another fragrance from another house that I think this is kind of somewhat inspired by, or maybe a fraternal brother. Let's keep reading, all right? The fragrance then deepens with vetiver, amberetti, iris, grounding the scent with earthy and oceanic notes. Experience the divine power and freshness of Neptune's trident. This fragrance embodies the majestic power of the sea, God's mighty trident, offering a sensory odyssey that is powerful and serene. All right, so I did give you guys the notes already. Amberetti, musk, mellow. Okay. I'm gonna have that in here as well too, in iris. All right, I think I said that. Let's give this a blast real quick. No, that's Charon as well. Hold on, I'm tripping. There we go. Let's see if we can get a glance on this real quick. So we have Argos. Neptune's Trident, baby. Now again, man, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to get decants, right? Because you don't want to waste money buying something that you're going to regret or want to trade for. I'm gonna spray this on skin. I think I'm gonna rock this to sleep. All right, let's do it right here. Let's get it on skin. Yeah, so I looked up earlier, right? Neptune's trident reminds me of Nishane's Wulanja. That's what that reminds me of, man. Definitely very green. It's very fresh, it's very sharp, it's very green. It does feel like you're in like a floral garden next to the ocean. That's good. That's Dapper Douglas approved, full bottle, man. That's probably gonna be signature for the spring and summer for me. That is unique, that is creative. Man. Yo. This is it, man. That green tea, the mandarin orange is in there. This is nice. This is a 9 out of 10 fragrance, y'all. This is so good. Glass vials as well too on the decant, you know what I mean? So it still reserves the freshness from whatever batch it came out of. This is bam. It could go, it can be fraternal or it can be identical to Nishane's or Nishane's Wulong Cha. I'm not sure if it's the X version of Nishane or the regular one, but I do get a lot of inspiration from what I'm smelling, especially on my skin, man. This is very sharp, it's very green and aquatic. Yo, this is, I'm happy for real voice on that one, y'all. For real. Yeah, it's Dapper Douglas approved, man. Listen, man, shout out to all of you, man, that's been watching, man, that's been sharing, that's been liking and everything as well, too, man. Shout out to my brother, Jay Collins, man, speaking of my guy. Listen, if you are in the Fort Wayne area, if you have a student athlete You need them to run faster, jump higher, jump out the gym, whatever sport they're in. They may be playing multiple sports. Hit my brother up, all right? One of the best in the region, man, in my opinion. Shout out to you, man, on the Fragrance Hall. I got a lot of decisions to make. After I take care of some things here in the house personally, man, I got to get a new sump pump. You know what I mean? I got to get some hardwood floors put down here, man. So I have really been pinching the nickels. Can't even say pennies no more. Been pinching the nickels real quick so I can knock all that out. But I have a hit list of fragrances that I want to get. And from what I've smelled from the house of Argos, I'm ready to get every single bottle. Honestly, whether it's 30 ml or 100 ml, man. So Charon's Veil is Dapper Douglas approved. Triumph of Bacchus is Dapper Douglas approved. Neptune's Trident is Dapper Douglas approved. Sacred Flame. And I got a couple more that I'm getting ready to come back for, all right? So listen, hit the like button, subscribe, share this content, man. We are working my way to 2,000 subs, man. Thank you all for, man, just even rocking out with your guy. YouTube's algorithm has changed quite a bit. I don't have to post as frequently, but when I do post, I want to give you guys some good quality, man. Just come on back, man, and hang out with a gentleman, man. So shout out to the live I did. God bless all of you, man. Listen, until we meet again, thanks for watching. I'm your favorite gentleman, somewhere down there.